Welcome to Storied Audio. The betrayal didn't hit him all at once. It came in pieces, quiet moments that didn't add up, whispers that stopped when he walked into the room. The way his girlfriend, Lila, and his best friend, Carter, shared glances they thought he'd never notice. But the truth always finds its way to the surface. When Ethan discovered they weren't just together behind his back but actively trying to steal his company, the business he had built from nothing, the dream he had bled for, something inside him cracked. Not with rage, but with a cold, steady clarity. He gathered the evidence. Every email, every forged signature, every meeting they tried to hide. And when the day came, he didn't shout. He didn't cry. He simply placed the folder on the conference table and watched their faces fall apart. Lila's voice trembled. Carter tried to explain, but Ethan had already stopped listening. They were escorted out by security before noon. By the end of the week, both were facing legal consequences for what they'd done. By the end of the month, Ethan had sold the company entirely. And by the end of the year, he was gone. Out of the city, out of the life that had betrayed him. He rebuilt himself quietly. He traveled. He healed. He learned to trust again. And somewhere along the way, he met someone who didn't just love him. She respected him, stood beside him, and helped him remember who he was before the heartbreak. They married on a quiet hillside overlooking the ocean. No drama, no ghosts, just peace. Years later, when Ethan returned to his hometown for a business conference, he barely recognized the place. Or maybe it was himself he didn't recognize. Stronger now, calmer, with a life that finally felt like his. He ran into an old acquaintance who mentioned Lila and Carter in passing. They hadn't lasted long after everything fell apart. The guilt, the shame, the pressure. It tore them apart within months. Both had moved away separately, their lives never quite recovering from the choices they made. Ethan felt nothing. No satisfaction. No bitterness. Just a quiet acceptance. That night, he walked through the familiar streets with his wife's hand in his, the cool air brushing against his face. He realized he wasn't the man who had been betrayed anymore. He wasn't the man who had lost everything. He was the man who survived it. And as he looked at the life he had now, steady, loving, whole, he understood something he couldn't have known back then. Sometimes losing everything is the only way to find what truly matters. Subscribe for more audio stories.